Hi everyone, I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the course so that you know what is where. We'll start with this left-hand margin here. Under courses, you'll find your course, of course. Groups, starting with discussion 2, everybody will be a member of a group, a small group, and you'll be participating in small group discussions. So that's where you would find your group, all of your group pages. Also inbox, that's where you access Canvas messaging. Now, as far as what's over here in this next margin, we have the home screen and modules, which are the same thing. That's what we're seeing here. MyLab and Mastering is to access the Pearson website where homework and quizzes and some other resources, the e-text is there. So you have a number of things there. Grades, that's where you go to see your current standing in the course, and any grades, the MyLab and Mastering grades will synchronize with this gradebook in Canvas. Adobe Connect is where you go for office hours. Those are online office hours, and it's a video connection. We don't have to operate webcams. We can do it either by connecting. We can do screen sharing, we can do webcams, we can do typing, we can do just audio. So there are lots of different options for how we can operate Adobe Connect. And how those office hours can work depending on what kind of help you need. ProctorU is where we go for online proctoring. Many of you will use face-to-face proctoring if you can make it to my scheduled times. If you can't make it to those times, then ProctorU is an online proctor service. You do have to pay for that, but it gives you a lot more flexibility. People is just a listing of the people in the course, and it allows you to contact those people easily. And the rest of these are institutional links such as library, academic calendar, computer lab information, Canvas support. If you're not sure how to work Canvas or how to use Canvas properly, Canvas support can help you. That's the VLite team. And the syllabus information is just some policy information and resource information that you should read. Student help. We have Office 365. If you don't have that on your computer, you can use it here. The ARC tutoring. My office is actually in the ARC. That's DAAR, room 201A, and that happens to be the ARC, the tutoring center. And my office is right inside there. Now the rest of these links you won't really see because I'm looking at the instructor view right now. You'll notice they're grayed out. So this is all you're really going to see. For the most part, what we have here, you're going to spend a lot of time in home and modules, and you'll probably access grades quite a bit. But let's take a look at modules. You notice the Begin Here module contains quite a lot. A number of these are just documents that you need to read or download or just keep as a reference. Then of course you have the course introduction contains basic information, and the syllabus contains a lot more details, so please read it thoroughly because you do have to pass a syllabus quiz. The background survey just helps me to have some information that will allow me to support you a little bit better through the course. The course agreement is just a contract between us so that you know what I expect and that I know you've agreed to that. The wayfinding map will help you to find my office. Learning objectives tells you explicitly what we're going to cover in the course. The schedule is really nice. I'm actually going to open that. It's really nice to have handy just because it gives you all in one document. It tells you exactly what is due on which weeks, gives you the dates. So the first due dates occur on 5/28, which is next Tuesday. And of course you'll have the Begin Here module. You have to complete that. You have to do Chapter 1 homework, Lab 1, and Discussion 1. Discussion 1 is just a meet and greet. Lab 1 is kind of an introductory lab. It's very short. So for the most part here, we're just doing an introduction to the course. Then we'll have a little bit more to do in week 2. Quiz 1 is a MyLab quiz. And so you'll need to make sure you complete the appropriate homework, which is prerequisite to opening the quiz, and so on. So you can look down here and see what's happening on which weeks, and you can see way ahead of time the midterm is actually during week 5. If you have any conflict with the midterm or the final dates, please notify me well ahead of time so that we can make accommodations. Now, the next thing I'll show you is MyLab and Mastering. And we'll go in here. If you go into this site, now you'll have this big yellow button as well. And if you go into My Lab and Mastering, what you'll see here is there's some stuff on the course home, but really what you'll access most is probably homework, quizzes and tests. Don't look at the gradebook in here. It's not accurate. Use the Canvas gradebook. StatCrunch is sort of nice. If you go to StatCrunch here, what you'll see is you can open data sets from the textbook, which will be really handy for labs sometimes. You can also go to the StatCrunch website from here. Chapter contents is that's access to specific portions of the eText, or you can just go directly to the eText and navigate from the table of contents within the eText. So either way, the multimedia library is just a compilation of all of the media. You have PowerPoints, you have videos, you have animations, all that stuff in the multimedia library. So there's quite a bit in here that you can't access through the Canvas course. I'm going to close this up here. And if you have any further questions about how to navigate the Canvas course, please don't hesitate to ask, and I will be available via email. Canvas messaging is best, or you can contact me by phone. And either way, I will receive your messages and hopefully respond to you very quickly.